carrying over.
Good.
So last episode was hijacked by
Bunch of damn purple.
Captain Brandon.
Captain Brandon.
Yeah, but and newly minted purple belt. Dylan.
Dylan looking swole.
Dude, yeah. He is looking swole.
So
The whole program.
He's a problem.
He has been a problem.
just why he's a purple belt.
I liked him better when I was smashing his wee
When he was
little,
when he was
70 pounder.
kind of a dumb little skinny blue belt.
Yeah, didn't believe in nothing he could do.
Yeah, didn't
You just
even
had to
know.
make, just make him think he couldn't do it.
Says it was so easy. It's not easy anymore. It's not easy.
It's not easy. Well, we didn't get biscuits, but we got bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same, right? It's
Bourbon
calories.
for breakfast, biscuits for breakfast.
Salud, buddy. Happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
Happy birthday again.
So we are on round 2.
Wait, hit the intro, bro.
Wow. We're way off.
Nah.
Definitely not. Definitely not. That's what happens when crazy shenanigans start happening in the background. You know.
Yeah, did you have somewhere else? Was Jeff supposed to take his clothes off?
Jeff was supposed to take his clothes off.
Well, nobody wants to see that.
I want to see it.
I would.
Well,
no, I'm not opposed to seeing it.
It's not. I mean, it's not like, you know.
What?
I mean, it's not like people are going to line up and like throw dollars at it.
What if they did,
Hey,
though? Would
wait.
you do it then?
Listen, I have a gym full of people out here to outside of our doors that I guarantee we could get some dollars thrown your way if you take your clothes off.
That's accurate.
I guarantee it.
Is that what it takes?
I'm
I
not at
guarantee
a
it.
point where I need those dollars yet.
It's not about eating them. It's just filling a void that
Yeah.
you don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, some dollars thrown.
Void that you don't have. That you do have.
Kevin, that is just some Buffalo Trace. Kevin's on now.
Let's
And Kevin says that he will donate $1 to the episode if you do it without a shirt.
Wait, do we have a capability of doing that? Just give out your cash app?
which Kevin is this?
This is Kevin.
Liz is Kevin.
He's kind of become the only Kevin.
Well, since he got his blue belt, I did tell him that he is now his own Kevin.
Just
so
Kevin?
we have to start
But I
calling
mean-
him Kevin.
Yeah.
So we've lost.
Formerly known as Liz is Kevin.
Formerly
Kevin.
known.
We lost Kevin.
Oliver.
It was
Oliver.
never Oliver.
I mean,
Oliver.
that's his name.
But it's not Oliver. It's like
Olivier.
there's something. Yeah.
It's Oliver, and he just told y'all that.
Oh.
No, I'm
Well,
just kidding.
I don't know.
That's probably accurate. I don't know.
Yeah, Kevin.
That Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He's
just
engaged.
You're right, it's
You
just
see?
Kevin now.
He's engaged. He got
Liz.
engaged.
Black Kevin?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
man,
no, I
that's
didn't
good
see
for
that
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, he's engaged.
Congrats, buddy.
Yeah, she's cute.
Well, Liz and Kevin are engaged.
Liz and all the Kevins.
Wait.
All the Kevins are
Kevin.
getting engaged. Can we do a Kevin's wedding?
No, yes. but
Kevin's?
We want to commentate. Yeah. We get a bachelor party.
Oh my God! Yes,
Kevin, we get a bachelor party. Liz has to.
When's
Liz, can Kevin have a bachelor
yeah,
party?
Liz,
please.
Can he come out and play?
Can Kevin play?
When are
We'll
they
take
getting?
care of him.
When's the date for them?
I have no idea.
Have they said?
I don't think so.
No, they haven't said it. Okay.
They may have already done it. We may not know. I don't know.
Kevin, are you guys married yet,
I don't think they're married yet.
or have you set a date? September. Kevin says September.
September what?
Late September, early September, September what? We got.
September what?
We're trying to
Second?
plan.
September 2nd. That'd be cool.
September 6th.
Ooh. It's pretty
That's
close.
Sam's birthday.
Is it really?
No, that's I just totally made that up. That's not when he's getting married, but
Oh.
that is Sam's birthday.
Oh. September 2nd is my birthday.
September 7th. Hey, that's close.
Wait a minute. That's my. Shit. All right, that's either my mother or this is terrible. That's either my mother or my daughter's birthday. So it's the 7th and the 14th, and I get both of them mixed up all the time.
Yeah.
Angelina's is August 10th, but
Okay.
yeah. Okay, well, sweet, buddy. So bachelor party in August.
Yeah,
We'll
August.
set the date. Or
yeah.
tonight.
We need to bring Kevin
Yeah, I agree.
in the group.
Yeah, I
like,
agree.
I think. I mean, he is in the group, but I mean, like, we need
Into
to
the
like,
hookers.
yeah,
Bring
like,
him in.
like, yeah, like,
Horseshoe Hookers.
like,
He's supposed to go fishing.
like in
gotta-
a like in a social settings. I think he'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Liz.
Yeah. Kevin
and
says
Liz.
let's
I love
do it.
Liz.
Yeah, they're power couple.
I love
they're-
going to get my hair cut because every time it's like it's not just a haircut, like with Liz, like, because I don't ever know what she's going to ask me. And she'll ask me like these deep, thought-provoking questions.
Good conversationalist.
Kind of, but it like makes me like, sometimes I'm like, I just wanted a haircut. Now you got me questioning my whole life.
Yeah, it's probably good questions.
Liz.
Yeah, it's stuff you should be thinking about.
Never simple.
Thank you, Liz, for doing the real work. Thank you.
For keeping Hefe straight.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe in combination with you and us and therapy, we'll get through to old Sweet Feet.
She's
here.
good.
We just need to make sure we never repeat Hollywood Hefe again.
No.
Ever. We need to bury Hollywood Hefe.
Dead. He's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was fat.
He was fat.
Compared to this.
This Hefe.
Compared to Sweet Feet.
And that's what everybody's like, oh, you've lost, but I have lost a little bit. Like
you look like you lost.
But I'd already lost some.
I know.
And then I
well, when you were, I say fat, but you were looking a little jacked.
I was
at
fluff.
Hefe,
I was
at,
fluff.
Hollywood.
I was fluff.
How many Jeffs do we have right now?
There's a lot, dude.
We've got at least 3 Jeffs right now.
We've got a lot of Jeffs.
We got Hollywood Hefe.
Yeah.
We got El Hefe.
Yeah.
Well, El Hefe, Hollywood Hefe, and Sweet Feet.
Sweet Feet.
Sweet Feet. That's awesome. Patina loving some bitch.
Loving
Patina's
just
love the Sweet Feet.
overrun. Yeah. What's not to love?
Oh, that's right. That's exactly right.
Right.
It's true. It's true. I feel so much better now that I got me something to scratch
Doodle on.
To
Feels
something
good,
to
right?
to dilly dally on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dilly-dally.
Dilly dally.
Dilly dally.
Yeah. I like Dylan.
What do y'all want to talk about? I want to talk about boats.
I don't know about yes, let's talk about the boats. So
And I'm hungry.
and I'm hungry,
Okay,
too.
Kevin said she'll ask stuff like, would you rather be an overthinking eagle or an underthinking gopher?
Ooh. We need to have Liz on just Liz questions.
That's very true.
Kevin, get a list of
Get
Liz
a list
questions.
of
and
Liz
we get-
questions. We'll have a whole segment. We'll turn it into a segment every episode or once a week at least.
Honestly, you
It'll
could,
be like for what is it, Confucius?
Yeah,
Confucius
yeah.
say it'll be like
but
Liz,
Liz
say.
said.
you could have you probably could have like a 30-minute special just on Liz's questions.
Yeah.
Like we could turn this into a thing.
We
Lizzie
just make it a small segment. That way we don't overrun everybody because just like you said, Jeff, not everyone can handle these deep, thought-provoking questions.
What was your question?
Would you rather be an overthinking eagle or an underthinking gopher?
Oh, overthinking eagle. You got a better
Absolutely.
view. Got a better view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a dumb gopher that just thinks whatever.
I mean, you're looking at a lot if you're an eagle, so you're probably going to overthink anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Boom.
Yeah, probably.
But if you're underthinking, you don't know any different. So
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
like
That's that whole
you
you
might-
want ignorance is bliss.
you're just
life.
kind of enjoying life, digging around in holes, eating stuff.
You would be the gopher?
I'm just saying.
It sounds
You're
like
making an
sounds
argument
like
for
he
the
wants to be
gopher.
the
It's
gopher.
less responsibility. You don't know any different. You're like, life is good. You don't know.
Just in the dark.
You don't even know you're in the dark because you're underthinking. You don't know your life could be so much more. You're just in the dark.
Just
See,
enjoying.
Liz, you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
You knew what you were doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Asking that question.
Yeah. Yeah. She knew you were going to pick the gopher. That's why.
Maybe.
And it was supposed to look at your life and say, do I want to be more than this underground gopher
Maybe
right
I'm
now?
just a gopher.
Maybe you just want to be a gopher. Maybe you're an eagle trying to be a gopher, Jeff. Law. Today, Sweet Feet realizes his whole life he's trying to be a gopher. But he's an eagle with big wings.
Big, so big. His
Big wings.
His wings
Glorious.
are
Big
massive.
Big
Glorious.
wings.
Massive wings.
Sweet talons.
Sweet talents.
Fly, sweet talons.
Sweet feet. Talons are feet.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
where, I
sweet
was trying to,
talons.
couldn't just call them feet. They're on an eagle, they're talons.
Yeah, Kevin said he overthinks already, so easy pick. He wants to be an eagle so he could fly.
Yeah, I just want
He's
the
already
view.
an overthinker.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the ground.
I don't overthink usually very much.
I do think we need to get back to getting having like 10 or 15 minute sessions with guests.
Oh yeah, we've been
But-
needing guests, bro.
But here's the but we have to control it.
yeah, we just don't do
Because
it
the
enough.
problem is, and no offense to anybody that's ever been on the show, but I think it's more appealing if you do like a 15-minute special, right, and not turn it into an hour-long ramble. Like if you just get the very best of what they can offer, and then do it in stages.
I wouldn't say one is better than the other. I would just say they're two different things.
But I think that if you stage it out where, you...
Well, the only reason when you're like winging it, you're just kind of vibing, you're kind of going with the flow. But all you got to do is just have a series of questions and you can steer it and just
That's what I'm
stay
saying.
with it.
Like have some preset questions.
We do it to you all the time. We don't tell you.
Thanks.
Yeah, but
Mark said,
but we're all used to podcasting too, and that's the thing that I think we have done this. And I don't want to sound like the old guy on the porch, or anything, but we've done this for a while. We've got a lot of
it's over 2
episodes.
years now.
Yeah, a lot of
Not
episodes.
counting our early crap.
Right? No, that's exactly right.
CRJ is over 2 years.
So we've done this a long time, so we're used to it. So we can bounce off each other. There's no weirdness. Somebody else comes in. They're not used to podcasting. They're not used to talking. They don't talk a lot in public. Sometimes it can go down odd rabbit holes.
What's funny is when we start podcasting and we don't mean to.
Yeah, we missed about 20 minutes of an episode.
It's all the time.
Kyle and I were podcasting on the way in today.
The best one was about a week ago when we had the 3-way phone call.
Yes.
And we really should have had all that on. I mean, that went on for like 30 minutes. And we get done and we're like, why was that not recorded?
It's because we all hadn't talked in like a couple weeks. It doesn't take that long for us to if you just take like a week off where we hadn't seen each other or talked to each other, and then we got all kinds of shit to talk about.
No.
So I want to talk
is
about
the,
boats for a minute.
Is the audio doing what it's supposed to on the?
Yep.
Okay, I was just checking.
Yep, I did it.
I thought about it when I saw it.
Yeah,
Let's talk about.
I did what I'm supposed to.
The Horseshoe Hookers fleet.
LLC.
We haven't.
LLC. Horseshoe Hookers LLC. Not the LBC.
No.
But LLC.
No. Why would it?
What does LBC stand
I don't
for?
know.
Long black
No.
car.
Jeez. Jeff.
Cart.
Long black car, like an old, like a 68
Lincoln, like a
Eldorado.
Continental.
I don't think I was going with that.
Cock. I thought you were gonna say cock.
No.
I totally thought you were gonna say cock on that
I
one.
was not going to say that.
Okay. All right. Horseshoe Hookers fleet.
Yeah. So we haven't even broke this to some of like all the Horseshoe Hookers.
I also
yet.
have my boat name too.
Yeah.
For my boat.
We got your boat name in the chamber.
Yep.
What is it?
Chambered up. Do you really want to know? You want me to reveal it right now?
Reveal.
Midnight Revival.
Ooh.
Night Revival. Oh, that's
I like it.
it's heavy.
I like
My
it.
boat name.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it.
The
That's
Rev.
It's my boat.
Yeah. I get it.
Preach, baby. Preach.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because the fleet's gonna keep growing.
Because it's a little, it could be a little moonshine run, kind of midnight.
That's fine.
Midnight
I'm going
Revival.
to park mine right
it's
beside yours, and mine's going to be tithes welcomed.
offering plate. Yeah, I will have an offering plate.
That's funny.
I will have an offering plate on my boat.
Yeah.
We'll get you a couple miles offshore.
You know how
and
they
start
mount the
passing
grills?
plate. Yeah,
It'll just be an offering plate instead of a grill.
Mine's just going to be mine's just going to be post March 7th.
I don't get that one.
That was the final decree day.
Okay. I don't. Oh,
March 7th.
yeah. Oh, I get it.
Jeff's rebirth.
Okay.
Rebirth.
I got it.
Okay.
Wow.
Got it. Guys, I haven't read. Anyways, moving on. That one just.
Wow. That was
Sorry, I didn't know what disappointed y'all.
that was way harder than what it should have
Way
been.
harder than it should have been, Rev.
Yeah. Way harder than what it should have been.
I'm still not completely with it, but it's fine.
He said, I agree, just for us to shut up.
Yeah, it is. Sure, it's one of those. Yeah.
Oh,
I got divorced on March the 7th.
Oh,
Was the
why
final
did you
day.
know that date?
I didn't know the date. I just knew what he was
Read
referencing.
between the lines.
Oh,
Inferring.
Anyways, all right, so let's go back to boats. So here on the CRJ podcast, and this is kind of intertwined. So a lot of you guys have heard us talk about Horseshoe Hookers, which is our fishing group. And one of the things that we have kind of talked about lately is the need for an additional boat
or boats.
or boats.
essentially a fleet.
So everybody knows that, boats aren't cheap, right? I mean, you can get a decent fishing boat. You don't have to spend tons of money, but obviously bay boats, God, they go all the way up into the hundreds of thousands of
Oh
dollars.
yeah, you can get crazy.
Yeah, you can get crazy. You know, you do with some of the high end. So anyway, one of the things we've talked about is maybe going in together and purchasing, trying to find us a good boat that we can add to a saltwater boat, right? So we're want to open to any of you anglers out there that are experienced with saltwater boats. That if you've got any ideas that you think would be something good to look at. Obviously, we are not unlimited on our budget, so it's not like we can.
No, we got a lot of investments already made, so we're
Right,
kind of spread.
right.
We gotta consolidate in here right now.
Got a checking and a savings.
Right.
But anyway, so we want to look at some ideas, and obviously we're really going to rely on the CRJ fan base when it comes down to naming this boat. We're going to probably offer up like a prize for best suggestion. But
Like a shout out.
so what do y'all think about, are y'all thinking more like shallow water?
Yeah, I don't know because we got TJ in on. He's part of the Horseshoe Hookers, and then we're adding members and whatnot, and then we've looked at the model for everybody in the Horseshoe Hookers paying dues towards the fleet and equipment, bait, whatever, but. TJ's, expressed interest himself, so who knows where he's going to land on it and all that. But if he does, then we'll be already adding like 2 boats to the fleet like that, right? So making between
TJ may be already down the road to buy a boat just on his own.
yeah,
Sure.
but we don't know for sure.
No,
I don't know how much of this he's talked about.
Don't know. Just stuff that we've thrown out
But
there.
we've thrown it out there, and hypothetically, if it does go through on his end, then that'll be 2 boats to the fleet. And that'll be 4 boats total. So we've got 2 inshore bay boats already. I don't know where. So say hypothetically, if TJ lands on another inshore bay boat, that kind of leaves room for something a little more versatile. Something that could do a little bit of both, or a little more of one, but maybe just some inshore fishing.
I would,
because we don't need necessarily to get in.
we don't need a bunch of
foot
flat
of water.
boats. Yeah.
Right.
I want something versatile. I want something
agree.
that
Same.
I can go, if I want to go 5-10 miles off, as long as the weather's good, that's fine. And Kyle and I talked a little bit about this, but and it's not like I don't have a lot of boating experience. I mean, I've had freshwater boats. I've never owned a saltwater boat. So there's a learning curve, but I can tell you that I am willing to pay extra to make sure that I've got the right electronics.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to get out on the open ocean without the correct
Reliable
GPS beacons and all that shit. I'm going to have it's just for a safety feature, especially if I'm taking my kids,
Right. I don't want to.
Did I hit that?
Oh, yeah, you knocked off.
No, don't touch it. I'll fix it.
Okay. Sorry. Golly.
Shot collar.
But I think I think having the right safety measures is huge, and also if you got the right like all the navionics and
yeah.
you can what
We got a boat name suggestion.
from
Kevin.
is he their only fan?
No, he's just the most active.
He's just very vocal. The SS Prenup.
That's awesome.
There's
awesome.
a good.
See, that's why he needs to be on this show.
Yep. It's in the hookers, buddy.
I like it.
Yeah, he's candid. Brit.
We need to. Yeah, but
We got some
these guys need to know what the initiation for.
That's fine. They'll find out.
I know.
In a moment.
I know,
You
but
can't pre-tell them.
they got to be ready. No, I just wanted to prepare mentally.
I just think that I've been on some good fishing boats that had the proper
Yeah,
electronics.
It's stuff you just don't want to have to worry about.
And
it's
well,
worth
it
just-
also helps you when it comes to finding fish.
Absolutely.
Marking spots and things like that. But I was telling Kyle what we need to do. We need to plan a weekend and go down to Dave's condo. Dave, if you're listening, we need to go down to Dave's condo in
He's in
Panama
there
City.
beating the shit out
He's
of
kicking
Dawson
people
right
in the
now.
face.
Oh, okay, good.
He's doing
So
multi.
go down to Panama City one weekend. We just go for a short weekend.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Stay at Dave's condo.
Okay.
And let me set up a fishing trip with, there is a guy down there, and I'm assuming he still has his business. He was very successful. I've been out with him about 3 times.
Okay.
His name is Phil Wilds, Wildz, is his real name. And I want to say it's like Anchored Charters, I believe is what it's called. But if you look up Captain Phil Wilds out of Panama City, the guy is phenomenal. He is a amazing captain, and he has like a 24, 25 foot bay boat. It's not a huge boat. You know, a lot of people think of saltwater fishing. They think of deep sea fishing, right? Where you go to you get on the huge big diesel, and you go out.
Wicked tuna.
Yeah, and you go out there for, you know, you take an hour ride, you drop your lines to the bottom, you reel them up a little bit, bam, you catch something, you reel it up. You do that for 2 hours and you ride an hour back. Screw that. That sucks. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, that's just not fun.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's taking your kids and it's the first time they've ever been, maybe. That ain't the kind of saltwater fishing I want to do.
Right.
What Phil does is he goes out into the bay and he has this stuff that he makes. It's like, looks like oatmeal, but it's this chum. And he'll throw this stuff out in the water and he'll find the bait fish. I have a video I'll send you guys of him in slow motion throwing his cast net. And dude, he pulls up a haul of bait fish, puts them in a tank, and then we go out.
He's got live wells and all.
Yeah. Then we go out, and we're never more than maybe a couple miles offshore. I mean, you can still see all the condos.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to get out far.
No.
to
But
get
it's
some
all
really good
inshore fishing. But it's light tackle, and dude, we're catching amberjack,
Hell yeah.
cobia.
Hell yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And I'll show you all the photos, man. But it is amazing.
Yeah, that's exactly. I would like to get into a little bit more diverse fishing than what we've done the last few times. Like, and it's great. Like I've really enjoyed it.
would just be good.
I'm not taking away from anything.
No,
that
it would
we've
be an
done.
addition to.
Yes.
Like, I never want to stop catching trout and reds.
Absolutely.
Like,
Oh, I love what
yeah,
we're
I
doing.
can spend a whole damn day doing that.
But there is a lot more out there that we could get into.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like, I want to get on grouper and stuff like that too. Like, I want to fish some of the bottom stuff, you know, like, especially if you can get somewhere where you can be active and fish the bottom.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
And that's just up the panhandle. Like, you know, we're not even talking about getting, like, closer to the Keys or anything like that.
Right.
Somewhere to get on some mahi-mahi, you know? Something
This
like
is him. Just watch.
that. Just watch.
Slow motion.
So this guy has got his pants off.
Oh wow, that spreads open so nice.
And
With his pants off. It's
Beautiful.
open.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to get better with a cast net. I'm okay. I'm just not great. I'm like a 2 out of 10 kind of guy.
I'm
2 out of 10 throws.
I'm a 0.
I used to practice in my front yard.
Yeah, I used to do it. Yeah, I still
willing.
have
Caught
one.
the dog one time.
Yeah, it's more likely that I end up in the water than the cast net.
You know the little the lamps you put in your yard that recharge off the sun. They got the solar thing like that. I caught some of them doing that. Yeah, caught the edge of it. I wasn't trying to. It was
They're elusive.
yes, the elusive lamp,
The elusive lamp
yard
fish.
lamp. Yeah, the garden lamp.
They're
Yeah.
stuck in the ground.
Call that the old flats, the garden flats.
Different kind of flats fishing.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it's something we can look into.
Yeah, I think it'll start a good precedent. The Horseshoe Hookers fleet division, I think, is a good way to go. I think if we can, you know, if we offer it up to the rest of the hookers and members and all that, and everybody does pay dues, it'd be very cheap. You know, it won't be very much for anybody, and it'll guarantee anybody without a boat or
Just
not
got to
in a
make sure
fleet.
we use it.
Yeah, well, that's another thing we were talking about.
You don't want to just spend money on something like that and it just sit in a driveway.
No, well, you can have whatever, you know, 2 or 3 trips already planned out, and then fill in the gaps in here and there.
Yeah, for people. Yeah,
You know.
It's something else that I've been really thinking about, and I know that this is a little bit of a switch, and this is more, I guess, personal than it is. It doesn't have to be. We could bring this in,
Okay.
but And this would be.
Say it, Jeff. Say it.
Say what
I know what you're getting ready to say, and I love it. Yes.
I want a pontoon boat.
I knew it. I knew it. Yes.
Jeez, how'd you know?
I knew it.
I want a pontoon
Because I
boat.
know it. I know
Pontoon boats
because
are
I know
cool.
everything.
And I'll tell you why.
I know it.
Because if we had a pontoon boat, we literally could be at the lake today.
I know it.
And we could have everybody on the boat.
Yep.
We could be drinking, making sandwiches, letting the kids jump off, get one that's got a slide,
Fucking slide.
have tubes,
Well, look, I've got
pulling people on it. I'm really considering buying a pontoon
You
boat.
get a pontoon boat and 2 jet skis, and that's a fun damn day because you can just have the jet skis with the
I mean,
pontoon.
think about how fun it would
swapping
be.
on and out.
Yep.
If hey, Mark, Kyle, meet me at the marina, whatever, and we just go hop in and literally just go ride around the freaking lake and do nothing.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The freshwater division.
I'm with it.
The kids would love it.
The kids would love it.
Yeah.
The
I'm
kids
just
would love
thinking
it.
that this time of the year, I mean, it's so hot. The kids are bored. I mean, I want a pontoon boat. I really do.
Yeah. Wadowie's. I mean, that's got everything you
It's
need.
an hour ride.
They've got they've got that giant new marina on 48.
And you can, here's the thing about a pontoon boat, right? If I want to go out there by myself in February and troll and catch crappie, you can still do that.
You can still fish from
You can still
from
do it.
pontoon for sure.
I mean, it's not like you're bass fishing, but I don't care about that,
Right.
right? I'm more of a summertime. I want to ride around, have a few beers, and pull the kids on the jet ski. I mean, on the not jet ski, on the
tube.
On the tube.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Doesn't that sound fun, Mark?
Yeah.
That
Absolutely.
sounds like a great
I knew that's
idea.
what you were going to say.
Don't you want a pontoon?
So you think if the
I'm gonna go look at
if the hookers go in and we handle the saltwater part of it, you're thinking about getting a pontoon?
I'm just thinking about, because I think if I don't know about getting one this summer,
Well, yeah.
but I think if I wait until the fall, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
I could
yeah.
probably get a good deal on one.
Right.
I don't know. I think if you find a good used one,
Yeah, pontoons aren't that bad
They're not gonna
anyway.
be that expensive.
Even the good ones aren't that bad. They're really not.
No.
I think I'm about
Do it. Do it.
I'd be with it, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It would be a blast.
Yeah.
It'd be a blast.
Meaning going on some jet skis?
Absolutely.
They're really not that expensive.
No.
Like as far as they're really not. Like they're just not.
No.
Like I've got a Atlanta Select Motorsports, Doug Bailey and Robbie Winarchik. They're right here in Carrollton. I sell to
Doug
them.
Bailey.
Yeah.
How old is this guy?
He's young. He's a little bit younger than me.
No,
Okay.
different guy.
Okay. Jeez. He owe you money? Jesus Christ. Anyways, moving on. Back to got some other Horseshoe Hookers business to get to off mic. But,
Yeah. That's
But
some stuff.
they've got the best inventory. They'll hook us up. But
Yeah.
Where is this?
This right here in Carrollton.
What was it called?
It's Atlanta Select.
And what is it again?
All they do is like motorsports. They do some vehicles and stuff too, but they do boats. They do a ton of jet skis though.
Is that right there on 27?
It's right off Linda Lane. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It's the old. They have the old Sherwin-Williams store right here in Carrollton.
Linda Lane.
It's kind of off the road. There's a little industrial area right there, so you can't really see it from Linda Lane. Like the bypass kind of.
Yeah.
Like if you go past 113, there's an industrial area if you take a left right there.
Near Amvets?
Before AMVETS. Before you get to crossing over 27.
Huh.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, before you so if you
and they sell jet skis?
Yep. They
And
sell
boats?
all kind of. They can find you whatever. They go whatever. They're good at what they do.
Why have I never been there?
You'd have to. They're online mostly. I mean, I'll show you.
Do they have like showroom? Like do they have?
Oh yeah. Doug and them hook you up.
Because there's a boat place in Douglasville, that boathouse.
78.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
tons
they got tons
of
of
stuff.
stuff. They got a bunch of pontoons too.
Yeah,
huh?
and that's mostly what he has.
Right.
Now he does have a couple of really nice bay boats.
Right.
But is it okay? Is it bad for me to be skeptical of a boat dealer in Douglasville? Does that seem a little odd?
I'm skeptical of all dealers in Douglasville.
I'm just saying.
Dope dealers, car dealers.
But I mean,
It is an odd place for a
it's
boat place.
exactly.
But he's been there for a long time.
I know. And here's the thing: if you search online, He's all over like all
and maybe he knows that there's not just because you use boats where there's water. People that buy boats live everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
you know, if Jeff wants to buy a boat, right? And Jeff's in Douglasville, and he wants to buy a bay boat. He doesn't want to drive all the way down to the Gulf to buy a boat.
No,
he wants to be able to look at boats here. You know, when he gets off work, or
I forget the name of it.
Same for pontoons. Like you want to drive to a Dowie to look at them.
Well, I guess Altoona is right there, but right there on Cobb Parkway, there's 2 big dealers, and one of them they keep a lot of onshore, offshore, offshore.
Can we just make an agreement right now? We're talking about the inshore division. We're not going to linear.
Oh, I'm not going to linear.
No, I don't want to die.
Okay.
No, if I go anywhere, it's either going to be like
we're not going to linear.
I'll either go to Weiss or Wedowee.
Yeah, they're not as busy as Altoona.
Even the Coosa
Altoona
River is
sucks.
nice. Coosa River is nice too. If you've been over there.
That's right. Y'all just went.
Yeah, where they dammed it up, and then you get right.
Yeah, I've been a while, but
Wedowee is nowhere near as busy as
20 minutes.
Altoona used to be good because you can ride Altoona all the way up to Red Top Mountain.
It's just they're too big.
They're
too big.
Much. There's way too many people. It just sucks.
Yeah. No, the Coosa River wasn't bad. You can get on right there at 20 minutes on the other side of Oxford, Anniston area.
Okay.
And you can just ride. It's 30 feet deep in some areas.
Nice.
Down through there where they got it dammed up and it comes back. But
right.
yeah, it's pretty nice. There's a couple restaurants on the river down there that you can just dock up and walk up to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
pretty
a
nice.
pontoon boat would be so fun.
Yeah,
Pontoon would be great.
You definitely get a lot of use out of it.
Yeah, you got a canopy.
Yeah.
Kids can get out if they want some shade, take a nap.
Yep. It'd be great.
You do sandwiches. You can cook on some of them.
Yeah, get a little George Foreman. You can,
dude.
Some of
cook
them,
on
they got a little spot
That's
for
what I
you.
mean.
You
You
know?
could get you a little, just take like a little gas grill, just anything like that.
True that. Yeah, little flat top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can sit out there and make some burgers.
whatever.
Hell, my sister and them used to. They used to keep
Hot
stuff like
dogs.
that and go camping. And then get up and why was that funny?
What'd you like?
You looked at Marcus and hot
hot
dogs.
dog.
We just like name it. Anyway,
Why was it me though?
it wasn't just
Brats.
because we're just going for like all the different types of food. It was like we got it.
Kyle, get his gi. Get his
Smoked
gi ready.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm
I've got
saying
an
like
easy
It's okay. It's all right.
anyway.
But I think you're right, and I think as far as like the saltwater stuff, I think it's the beginning of, like I said, the Horseshoe Hookers fleet division. You know, you already got the founder and Dave and his boat.
Yep.
Brandon has his old boat, so you've got both of them that are super established. And then, it's time to make room for a couple more captains and a couple more crews up in here. Maybe we challenge the status quo so far. Maybe we put some fucking meat on the deck, you know? That being said, I think this is where the Horseshoe Hookers grow, because if people are paying dues, then what you're getting in exchange is a spot on a boat and you're getting fish, right? You don't even have to come with gear or, you're squared away, No,
look,
the fleet's, problem to make sure the boats are going, make sure the boats are on the water, make sure you're getting put on the fish, everybody's safe, all that, having a good time, weather, tides, and all.
Yep.
And, I don't know whatever happens with TJ's. Obviously, he'd be captain of that one if he does his own. But as far as the CRJ's part of the fleet division, I think I'm going to cast my vote to have old Captain Sweetfeet over here run ours.
I'm down.
Right here.
I think
Right
so.
now. I'm saying it right now.
Joint effort.
Captain.
No, Captain
It will be a
Sweetfeet.
joint effort.
Yeah,
but
we'll deckhand.
We're your crew. Yeah, we're deckhands.
Yeah.
I think it's right.
I think it's great. It fits to me.
Like, I think you're going to miss way less than we will miss on that.
I am going to remove myself from any considerations. I don't want it. I don't want to be captain.
I don't want to be captain.
Not on this. I'll let you.
Co-captain. There's no co-captain.
No, coach. You're captain.
It's your captain.
You're the captain.
Maybe I'll be your first mate. How about
Yeah.
that?
I'll be
first
second mate. I don't care.
Second mate.
All right, whatever.
And we'll
Captain.
delegate down if maybe me and you get the boozing, it's whatever.
Yeah, like look,
Captain's that drunk there.
No, it's, if I need it, I can.
It's kind of what I was worried about.
Look, I can.
That's fine. We'll take care of that.
I know where this is going.
What's the guy that steers the boat? What are those guys called?
Helmsman.
Yeah, we'll have a helmsman.
I can
Helmet up.
definitely drive the boat.
It's gonna be the most experienced second mate ever.
Yes, absolutely.
I can back the boat up if we need to.
In
I can
perfect
pull
CRJ
the
fashion.
boat. If we're trailering it, I can back it up. I can get it on and off.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Nobody
but
on
I
our
just
crew,
don't want.
yeah.
I understand.
I have so much.
We're not changing up.
No.
The style of our.
I have so much responsibility every day. The last thing I want is more responsibility.
Yeah, I just know how this goes. But like by 1 p.m., Mark's at the helm going, "I did not sign up for this."
You're like, Mark, that's a storm.
Yeah, we're fine.
You and I are late on the bow.
Put us on the fish.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to be putting us on the fish.
Yeah. No,
But
I'm good with it.
here's the only thing
Captain,
about
which way?
the only thing about a pontoon boat is not to say it's got to be either or. It can be both and. But the thing about the saltwater deal is, you do have limited use there because of logistics, right?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're 5 hours away.
You're 5 hours away. We all have jobs. We have kids. We have work. I mean, it's not something that you're putting to use even every other weekend.
No.
Right? It's a 2 or 3 time a year type thing.
Yeah, 4 times. Once a quarter, basically.
It's,
at least.
you
You're
try
at
to
the
pull off
most,
once a quarter.
That's the only drawback.
Yep.
Not to say it's a drawback, but I understand it. But it doesn't make it as. That's the drawback to doing it by yourself.
Yes.
Right. Right. I agree.
Right.
Yeah, because then you're like, fuck, I got all
Right.
this money tied up and I only went twice this year.
Exactly.
Like,
and I think that's what a lot of
that's
people do, and then they end up selling them or trying to sell them. Jesus.
It was at the bottom. Yours is empty.
Wow. That was an aggressive turn there, buddy.
That's
Keep having drinking. I got to roll with him here in a minute. So the more liquor, the better.
it's birthday. Oh yeah, yeah.
But my point is, I think that like a pontoon boat,
It's Sunday evening.
The
Sunday
only
afternoon.
downtime for it is going to be wintertime.
Yeah.
Because you're 8-9 months out of the year. That
Yeah, you got
could,
3 months basically that you're probably not going to use it. November, December, January,
Well, it's whenever they drain the lakes.
December, January, February.
So I
It'd be
don't know.
whenever they drain the lakes.
I'm
Like
gonna go buy a
Altoona, they drain it. You know.
yeah, but would that or
Dowie does lower it.
Yeah,
They lower
or
it pretty low.
Dowie lowers it, and so does what's the one south of West LaGrange?
West Point.
West Point does too, but
Yeah.
you can still get into some areas though down towards the dam.
Yeah. But who wants to if you can't
But this
swim?
time of the year,
No,
when it's 95, dude, this would be so
lake is where to
good.
be,
Man,
boy.
this would be so good.
You're right. And look, I like going to Flat Rock and all that as much as the next guy, but it kind of sucks being out there without a boat. Mm-hmm. Like after the, a couple times of going. Like when I took my sister's boat out there, it was the best time. Like,
Yep.
and it wasn't a big boat or anything like that. Maybe we took on a little water, but it
I have a pontoon boat story.
But we were able to.
I'll tap out one.
We'd roll up to different coves, jump out and swim for a little bit. Everybody cool off, and then jump back in and tube some more. Go explore some other areas. You know, and Wadowie's big. Like you can spend a day exploring around Wadowie.
Wadowie's
and
clean.
Look,
And
what I
Wadowie is
like.
clean, absolutely.
you got Lake Weiss too. Weiss Lake, Lake
Yep.
Weiss.
Weiss is
Yep.
cool. A lot of good crappie there.
A lot of good crappie. Got a lot of catfish too, from what I understand. Squint has went noodling on Lake Weiss before.
See, no.
Yeah,
I'll watch somebody noodle.
with Buchanan's. So
That makes sense.
Them old Buchanan's. They'll do some noodling.
Yeah, I don't care nothing about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
No, I'm not noodling.
I'm not
Ain't no way.
Sticking my hand down in it.
Nope.
fucking no.
Something big as I am, like he got like
Snapping turtle.
a 40-pounder out of it. Drug it out with his arm.
Nope.
Yeah, no. But anyway,
Dominic wants to, but he doesn't understand. He's still bait size.
Yeah, he's bite size. We'd have to drag him out by his ankles, just dunk him in there, waterboard him.
Yeah, I don't understand. That's a sport, whatever you want to call it, that I don't understand.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't. I
But
don't get
anyway,
that.
a lot of good
Swamp
places to go around us with a pontoon. That would be a lot of fun.
I agree.
A lot of fun.
I agree.
A lot of family fun.
All right. Well, I just don't want to go get one and then like
Jeff.
not, y'all be like, I can't go. So if I'm gonna get one,
Jeff, I am down.
you have to go.
I'm down
If you're
to
gonna
go.
get a pontoon,
Yeah.
So this is outside the saltwater boat. The
Oh, I
Horseshoe
would just do the pontoon on my own.
Yeah, let's
You
do
wild
it.
boy.
Let's go.
I will go to the lake with you.
Yeah,
All the time.
all the time.
My family will.
I mean,
go
I'm
on the
just
lake with
thinking,
you.
like, I just don't.
Unky Jeff.
I
and his
don't. I
pontoon
mean,
boat.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what my birthday 49's done to me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
This is my tap out.
Okay.
This is my tap out. it's made me think that life is short. And you live once. And sometimes if you wait the entire parade looking for one thing, you miss the whole parade.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And so I have put off doing things because I'm like, well, I'll do that eventually, or I want to get this done first. And I'm like, no. Life is now. Life's not what's going to be tomorrow. Life is now, dude.
Yeah.
It's passing you by faster than you can blink.
Absolutely.
And
yeah, I think people do get caught up in, I'll do it after this, or
it's
I'll
planning.
do it after that.
Let me plan for this.
Just fucking go.
Just do it.
Yep.
And enjoy it while you're in it. You're not guaranteed tomorrow.
Damn right.
And so I don't know, man. Like I do have to eventually buy a house, right? I need to buy a house. That's a big one. I get it.
You're living, right?
But a boat, I could buy a boat. It's not like
they're not that people. Every time you get a bunch of people to go, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. I immediately go, can't you?
Why not?
Don't people do that?
Yeah.
Like some of this is more appealing if we go in as a team on it. That's one of the beautiful things about the Horseshoe Hookers.
That's a good thing about Horseshoe
We've been
Hookers.
doing this already. Like when we go on a boat trip, when we go on a trip with two boats, everybody contributes.
Yes.
Everybody's the first one to try to come up and pay
Let me
for
put this in.
shrimp.
Let me
Try to
grab
mark
food. Here,
I mean,
no,
you
put that in my buggy.
You have to fight to get in front of Hefe to try to pay for something. Like you literally do.
Yeah.
Like it's just,
I'll
but
get the
everybody's,
shrimp.
everybody's
whatever.
contributing. You know, everybody's contributing to helping with the boat, getting the boats in and out, whatever. So we already do this. You know.
Yeah.
Why not solidify it and make it easy and fucking have the now?
And because, listen, and I said this to Kyle, Jeff, and this will come into effect for you guys because your sons are way younger than mine, right? But I have 3 adult sons that I would love to be able to bring into something like this.
Yeah. Sure.
And
being around some good guys.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like obviously Sam's tied up with his commitment to Uncle Sam for another 4 or 5 years, whatever.
That whole 82nd Airborne thing.
He's still jumping. Yeah. Yeah. He sent me a picture the other day of him. They did CQB. They were doing CQB live runs through Shoot House.
Sure.
And it's him close quarter battle. I know. So they had it was like him and 5 or 6 other guys just sitting there. Like it's so Army, but it's such a cool picture.
Yeah.
You know, and you know they had one of them. They were using simulation, like the simulated and
had ammo rounds. Yeah.
And they had a saw in one of the rooms that they had to clear, and saw just like would open up if they didn't do it right. And
that's hilarious.
He loved it. But so he's got a few years. But like Jordan and Uriah both, Squint, who was on last episode for a minute, it was wild.
It's a hot minute.
But they're both like. I would love for them, and I know Jordan would really enjoy it because he's an old man at heart. But Uriah would be a lot of fun too because he's not. They're different people. But they couldn't afford at this point in their lives to be able to own or have a saltwater fishing boat, right? But they could absolutely go in with a group of guys and be a part of Horseshoe Hookers, and that day's coming, and it's coming for you guys too. Just a little bit later with your sons, you know that day's coming when they when you're not dumb, because you'll go through that phase too where you guys are idiots.
Yes,
and then then you'll be smart again. So Mark's starting to get smart again.
Yeah,
we're right there.
We're right there.
Yeah.
No, and you're right. It would be a good division.
It'll be awesome.
Good, good addition.
Just good lineage and be good time. They get to see Dad in a different light. You know, then it's not Dad anymore. You can just with the guys and hanging out. That's really cool.
And it's not them going and hanging out with their buddies and it's like that. It's like no, I mean you get to be around a bunch of guys that are doing
actual
something,
men.
family men, businessmen, like.
Which ties right back into our Horseshoe Hookers men's retreats that we're going that we can do now that we have. Now we can charge, we can bring other men that don't have this, and we can give them the whole experience and change people's lives.
Boom. Lord.
Good tap out,
Right there.
Well, that
That's
wasn't
a
even
good
my tap out. My tap out is my brother almost drowned a pontoon boat full of nursing home residents when he was like 16. Yeah, that's what.
Boom. So we can't do that.
My grandmother was a activities coordinator.
Visiting angels.
Yeah. My grandmother was a
that's funny.
activities coordinator at a nursing home, and they took some of the residents out on a pontoon boat.
They're like, this is the most fun we've ever
And
had.
my brother was driving
died. I'm
said
swimming.
pontoon boat, and someone saw a fish or something and got excited, so everybody went to the front of the pontoon boat.
Oh, shit.
As Bill was driving, and the pontoon boat started taking on water.
Oh, my
So he
gosh.
had to reverse it really quickly to get it to go backwards, and then everybody almost fell off the all the old people almost fell off the pontoon boat. It could have been a tragedy. Like it could
my
have been
gosh.
really, really bad. So, but yeah, that's my tap out. Jeff.
Okay.
I've already tapped
Yeah,
out.
he tapped out.
Kyle?
All right, yeah. And just piggybacking off of kind of Jeff's tap out is, yeah, I would. I think you're right. I think people do spend too much time, planning on this. And I mean, how many times do we get in the habit of just throwing ideas against the wall because we like it as like a thought exercise?
Yeah, it is.
But some people they just live that way and never pull the trigger on anything and never do anything.
Let's pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Let's pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger, guys.
I just think that I do. I think that life is short, man.
You're right.
I agree. I'm with you.
100%
I'm
agree.
with you. It's going to be a lot shorter. You keep hitting that fucking camera.
Sorry.
Somebody's gonna kill you.
Go get your key.
Sorry. No, I think you're right. I think people. I think they don't pull the trigger enough. If you're always waiting for the right time and all that, there isn't one. There's not
never
one.
a right time.
There's never a right time.
Perfect time.
No, you're gonna even if you plan it out perfectly and it falls together, air quotes, perfectly. You're gonna have to pivot 20 fucking times, and nothing's gonna work out like you wanted it to, and you're gonna have to make it work. Everything's like that. You just get in and fucking wing it through.
That's right.
Don't plan shit. Just wing it. That's my tap out.
Love y'all.
Love
See you
you
next
guys.
time.
See y'all next week.